I wonder if it's...
I think I figured out the answer to your riddle.
I can hardly wait. The first digit is a number between 1 and 5. The riddle was, take a good look around in your cell. It doesn't matter how long you search, you will never find the answer. So, what is the first digit?
I'm thinking the legs, the third one is actually 6, because we've got 2 legs as well in here. I'm a bit stumped with this first bit though. Take a good look around your cell. Something that we can't find then. It says you can't find the answer. We've got 3 coat pegs. So maybe it's something we can't find. So we've got three coat hooks. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 5. Have we got 1 of something? There's a shelf, but we can't count that. We've got 1 door. We've got 2 bunks. 3 coat hooks, and we could count the legs. Couldn't we? The 4 legs on there. I know we've got 2 legs as well. So maybe it's 5. I wonder if we go 5.
5.
And what was the second digit? The riddle was quite simple. They have you trapped.
They have us trapped. There's 9 bars on the
9.
roof.
And the last digit, the answer to the riddle was in
They all stand, but not all of them can
They
walk.
all stand.
So it must be 6, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus our 2.
6.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Okay, that's it.
What a shame that this probably means I won't be able to enjoy your company much longer.
But you can be sure that you have my eternal gratitude.
Okay, so we can scrape at that now.
Cut it out back there! How is anyone supposed to stand that racket?
You know zilch about art. You're a warden at heart.
I've got the stone. Now I need to get out of here.
Should we put... Can we do anything with that so it's hidden? No. Why have we got a broken ball? Can I just use the door then?
What do you want?
I'm sober again.
Excuse me? That can't be. You had a blood alcohol level of 0.37% just now.
Something must have gone wrong with the blood sample. Either your measurement was wrong or the sample was manipulated.
Manipulated? By whom?
Search me. Anyway, I insist on a second test. And if that proves positive too, my lawyer will sue you for procedural error.
Procedural error?
Yes, no one but you can confirm that the blood test was carried out according to the proper procedure. There wasn't even a doctor present. You had no authority to take a blood sample.
What?
So, either you release me and fast, or I'll hit you with so many charges this place will be closed down in no time.
Close down? This is a police station.
Not for long.
With all those bike races and track and field events on TV these days, suddenly everybody is an expert on blood sampling. Come on, Ethan, and don't show your face around here again. Oh yes, and don't forget your strap.
We've got... Oh no, we don't have this last one. Which is the water fountain. How do we get the water fountain working? It doesn't do anything. We had a switch box over here, but there was no water.
I think I will switch on the fountain. Nothing happened.
Oh yeah, there was no water
Not
at all.
altogether surprising, since there's no water in the fountain.
Right.
I'd better switch that fountain off.
Right. Why can we get water from the other fountain then? This fountain. Do we have anything we could put some water in? The tin can. I think it's got
Water
holes in
would
it.
just trickle out through all those little holes.
Did we drink all the rum? No. The ball.
This battered soccer ball makes a perfect container for water.
Okay, right, let's go back. Put water in the fountain.
Fill the entire fountain this way? Oh, joy. This will keep me on my feet for a while.
A little later.
All right. That should be enough.
Right, let's turn this on.
I think I will switch on the fountain. The water jet doesn't reach the ceiling. I suppose that would have been too easy. I had better switch that fountain off.
Okay, so normally to get it to go higher you have less holes, don't you, in a fountain? So can we block some, put some candle wax or something on? Block some of the holes up?
I'm going to try and plug up one of the water jets with this candle.
Okay, is that enough?
Worked. I even managed to plug up 2 of the jets at once. I should plug some more jets first,
Alright.
in hopes that the water from the remaining orifices will then have enough pressure to reach the ceiling.
Alright, what have we not had a chance to use anything of? We haven't used this pacifier for anything. Can we use that there? It's good for blocking holes.
All right. This plugged up one of the jets.
Right, let's turn this on now.
I think I will switch on the fountain.
I just asked you to do that. Aha, the blue.
Yay, it worked. The water jet rinsed the crumbling paint off the ceiling. I had better switch that fountain off.
Yeah, you don't want to get wet. Right, can we get the blue stone? Or is it going to be too high and we have to go somewhere else?
I can't reach it.
Didn't you use the brolly?
Yes, I should be able to reach it that way. But I need to watch out so the stone doesn't fall on my head. That was a close one.
Okay, I think we have all the stones now. Yeah. Right. Now, so the king we've left in Provence. What have we got? We've got a white knight. I think he's... Is he going to be reinforcements coming from there. Fixing the entirety of Paris just to enter a hole, yeah. In the north, which will be the peasants. Oh, hold on. Reinforcements, yeah, from Navarre. The king, the Black King is up there in Provence. The White King is down, no, sorry, in Brittany. It said Brittany. Oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted that there. Can I take that out? I want that one out. I want him down there.
There are obviously still some stones missing from the most...
Yeah, I know. I'm still working on it.
I inserted all the
There.
stones, but I suppose their exact placement makes a difference as well.
Did I get that wrong then? That's the pawn, the Black King, White Knight. Where was the note that I had? No, no, Baron. Baron. Baron's stomping on my keyboard. There. All for the keyboard, thank you. We don't want sticky keys on. We had a note somewhere. Oh, why can't I get... Oh, it's paused. How did he pause the game? There, okay. We had something that... We had... Did we not have a note? Oh, it was this thing.
Seems to be an old map of what is France these days. There's a legend on the panel next to it. The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence, and the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the north, and the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
Yeah, it is doable. It's just we need to determine which...
France these days. There's a legend on the panel next to it. The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence, and the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the north.
They could be in
And the
Dauphine.
reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
So, I mean, I presume it's White King and Black King. So the Black King has to be up in Provence. Maybe that tour should be the other way around. There we go. Got it.
What? A mechanical bridge emerging from the ceiling in a chapel that is 350 years old? Whatever lies behind this door, it must be invaluable. I can only hope and pray that this is Cardinal Coubertin's secret archive.
As the bridge collapses.
Wow, what a sight! Latin. I learned some Latin in school, but not enough to read through a whole archive.
Remember, you've still got me.
Just how did you do it?
To cut a long story short, I did really well.
Indeed, but I haven't been idle myself. I managed to obtain some information that should help us find the documents fairly soon.
A few minutes later.
I cannot believe how well preserved these records are. We've got something right here, along with the Puritas Cordis documents that Brother Bernard sent to the Cardinal back in the 17th century. Let me recap what I have found out so far. It seems that Zendona returned from one of his pilgrimages to the Holy Land a changed man. Apparently, he had a vision during this journey. From then on, he was completely obsessed with founding a theocratic state.
Very modest.
Yes, but extremely convincing, as we know. He visited small villages as a preacher of repentance, warning the sinners that the day of judgment was nigh, and uttering dark prophecies.
Which he personally made come true. A reign of terror based on everyone's fear of the apocalypse.
Yes, and remarkably successful. His following grew almost by the hour, especially in rural areas. People flocked to him in droves. The harbingers of the apocalypse are listed here again. First pestilence and disease, then the punishment of the greedy, followed by war, earthquakes, fire, and a great flood.
We all know that, but what comes next?
The harbingers are supposed to make the rulers of the world gather in the New Babel and hold council. That's where Puritas Cordis is planning to destroy them one and all, in order to create a new world order. The sect thinks itself the elite of humanity.
The New Babel.
I must have pressed that button twice.
What can that... New York!
Hey, Wanderer.
It could mean New York. Puritas Cordis wants to annihilate the UN General Assembly. We have to call my father. He
didn't stay long.
Go down, along with the rest of the unworthy ones. We represent the will of God. No one can stop us. Least of all you two. Come along.
Quick, run! So, we meet again, Miss Kalenkov. You remember me, don't you? The charming barkeeper aboard the Calypso? But enough with the pleasantries. Regrettably, your continued attempts to stop us are about to come to an abrupt end.
No!
There goes another nuisance. Can we get going now, or would you rather follow your pal? No? All right, let's go then. We are taking a little trip to the countryside.
I've been stuck in this cell for hours, waiting for that Pat Shelton character to come back. Wish I knew what he wants with me, and how Nina is involved in all this. There's got to be some kind of connection to what happened in Indonesia. Okay, let me think. They deliberately caused a volcanic eruption, and I'm a witness. If I follow that thought through, I can't help but suspect they're probably none too eager to let a witness to their evil doings run around free. Which tells me this is not going to be a picnic. I'd better get out of here, and fast. The question is, how?
We use the...
I've got to find something to help me escape.
We use the thing that helps you get cut toys from out behind radiators and underneath things. The trash picker.
This is for picking up trash without having to bend over. Very convenient for old people. Or lazy
It's not
ones.
just for old people. We've got one of these. We use it for getting their... when the cats are playing with their toys and they fling them up in the air. They go down behind radiators or underneath things. We have one of them for grabbing them out.
I would love to oblige, but I don't have extendable arms.
Yeah, what's this? It's an apple.
I assume this apple hasn't always been white and fuzzy. Ugh, do I have to? Well, I guess so.
Oh, it's Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day.
This stuff is damp and moldy.
May the Force
Stinks
be
like
with you.
crazy. Oof. The smell might be an effective weapon, but I somehow think I'd be the first to pass out, so I'll just leave it there.
Okay, do we have anything else? We've got a window.
I
can't see any weak spots, no matter how closely I look.
We've got an alarm button, a number pad, a cowl. Can I throw the apple at anything?
If I manage to hit the trash picker and it falls in the right direction...
There's quite a big sale on just now for Star Wars games.
Great, it worked.
Quite fancied this one, but it's still not. It's not enough off it really. Dark Forces, the remaster. This one. I played this when it first came out years ago. This is the remaster. 95. That was a great game. It's been remade by the same people who remade System Shock, which was very well done. Can we pick up the straw now? Can we grab the apple again?
It's way too sturdy to tip over or destroy with a thin stick.
Oh, no, I wanted the apple. Oh, we can't get the apple. Okay.
An old iron stove. Doesn't look like it's working though. At least it must have been out of use for ages.
We definitely can't get the apple again. No. Stove door. Can I open the stove door?
I just need to pull the door off its hinges and... Done. Right. All it takes now is opportunity, a firm whack, and fast legs.
Follow me. Pat Shelton wants to see you.
Uh-oh. Tackling two people with my stove door is out of the question. I should wait for a better opportunity.
Oh. Look at the size of this place.
I am so glad you could make it. There is something I would like to show you.
Nina!
Max!
Yes, Nina Kalenkov and Max Gruber. I would love to leave you to properly celebrate your reunion. We haven't got the time, I'm afraid. The reason for our little gathering is quite simple. There are some things you want to know and some things that I want to know. You claim it is a coincidence that while in two completely different parts of the world, you happen to develop an interest in the very same matter. How can you expect anyone to believe that? That would be highly unlikely, even if you were total strangers. But in your case, and your collaboration with David Correll of the Church Intelligence Service is certainly more than just coincidence. I don't know who you are working for, but you must know more than you have told me. A lot more. And yet, I'm sure you do not know everything. So let us make a deal. I will now show you what you want to know. You see, truth is like an eternal flame. You can try to conceal it, try to shade it, but it cannot be extinguished. And the truth has long stopped hiding its ugly face behind the veil of technology and progress. It shows its terrible grimace day by day. 660 children starve to death every hour. Millions of people slave away in horrible, degrading circumstances, while their bosses become richer and fatter all the time. The deserts are expanding, the polar caps are melting, the ozone hole is growing, the climactic catastrophe is at hand! Every day, we do our best to destroy our planet with all the powers at our command, Today alone, another 140 or so animal and plant species have become extinct.
I know, it's terrible. So, can you make this world a better place?
Yes, I can. Zandona was a great prophet. Too great for his time. His vision could not be brought to life in the 17th century. Today, things are different.
Vision? Zandona never had any visions. He was just a very sick man who wanted to destroy the world.
Destroy? How blind you are! He never wanted to destroy the world. He only wished to root out the evil that is responsible for all the destruction in our world. I will show you. This is La Palma, one of the Canary Islands, a paradise for sun-loving tourists. For us, the island holds quite another fascination, the Cumbre Vieja volcano. The brittle western slope of the volcano is covered in clefts and fissures where water has collected. And now for the interesting part. By placing several bombs in carefully calculated spots, we can use thermonuclear explosions to heat that water so that it will evaporate instantaneously. If you had paid attention in your physics classes, you would know that such a sudden evaporation of water would create sufficient pressure to shatter the volcano's brittle slope and send it crashing into the sea. Can you guess what comes next? That's right, a tsunami. Waves 200 meters high will charge across the Atlantic with the speed of an airplane. The tsunami will sweep across the east coast of the United States. New York will disappear in an apocalyptic flood, taking with it the self-proclaimed rulers of the world who are currently squabbling in blind incompetence at the UN headquarters. The resulting vacuum of power will be filled by our followers, some of whom have been biding their time in key positions for decades. They will take control and lead humankind to a new golden age!
Except for the people on the East Coast. I guess you won't be leading them anywhere.
Haven't you been listening to me? I told you this is about saving the world.
By leaving millions of people to drown? How is that saving them?
I am saving them from their own destructiveness. They would kill each other anyway, sooner or later. But in that case, not just a couple of million people would die, but the basis for our existence on this planet would be permanently destroyed. Don't you see? Those who hold the power in this world are leading us to our doom, day by day. But now, we have a chance of seizing this evil by the root and wiping it out, once and for all. Without its rulers, humankind will be as helpless as a flock of sheep without a shepherd. They will turn to God and to Puritas Cordis, for we are the ones who saw the catastrophe coming and who know how to avert any further disasters.
And nobody suspects that Puritas Cordis caused those disasters in the first place.
It does not befit the sheep to question the will of the shepherd. We will teach people to live devoutly. We will teach them the ways of Zandona, and we will welcome them to the new state of God. They will be led by our supporters, chosen from among the wisest of the wise and the most pious of the devout.
And what will your role be in that state?
Mine will be the voice that proclaims the will of God.
In other words, you will rule over all the rest. So this is really about power, as always.
Certainly, the power of the Lord. But that's enough of me, enough of us. I have fulfilled my part of the bargain and told you much that you probably did not know. At least, not in so much detail. Now it's your turn to uphold your end. Who are you working for? What do you know? Who else knows it, and how does the Church Intelligence Service mean to prevent the inevitable? We had an agreement! Talk!
Who are we working for? Church Intelligence Service?
I don't know what you're talking about, but all that Zandona nonsense seems to have softened your brain. That's the only explanation I can think of.
I will not be made a fool of. Very well. You asked for it. You see the grave over there? It's fresh. All that's missing is a body. So, for the last time, what do you know? Who have you told? And what has the Church Intelligence Service got to do with it?
We can know nothing, say nothing, or tell all. Say nothing.
I'm not telling you anything.
If you think this is some kind of game, you are badly mistaken.
Oh no, Max has been shot.
A totally unnecessary death, brought on by your own foolish stubbornness. I should give you some time to think about the error of your ways. Maybe you will be a bit more cooperative when we talk again. Take her to the cell.
Oh, what have I done? Max is dead. I should have prevented this. No matter how, I should have prevented it. I was the only one who could have averted this disaster. I could have saved my father. I could have saved Max. Yes, I could have. And what did I actually do? I am responsible for the death of David Corell, who died trying to help me escape. I sealed the fate of Max with a single wrong answer, and my father will be next. And what am I doing? Sitting here in a cell, waiting for it all to end. I hope it will be over soon.
Max is alive. How did he stay alive?
Everyone should have their own stove door. It's a good thing I carry all kinds of stuff around with me.
Okay, so he had the stove door in his pocket. Right, what do we got? We've got a dog's grave, we've got a vase.
A vase made of plastic.
Oh, we'll need that.
The gravestone bears the name
Fifi.
So this is where the dog is buried.
Whose dog? Fifi?
Even dogs have a right to rest in peace. The charred remains of a doghouse. It's just a ruin, but even so, it is too bulky to carry around with me.
He sounds so enthusiastic.
I was supposed to be buried there. I never dreamed that I would someday be looking down at my own grave. I'm glad I'm out of there. Even if it were the last hiding place on Earth, not even an army could make me climb back in.
Alright, we've got a spade.
Okay. Let's say spade.
We've got footprints.
Looks like this is a guard's patrol route.
Okay, so we're going to whack him over the head with a spade.
There's nothing to see except solid bars and a wall beyond. There's no way I can squeeze through there. I'm far too muscular.
Okay, so what have we got? We've got the vase, the pickers. Got a mouse trap.
Well, hello. You're not mourning my death, are you?
Max! Max, you're alive!
Shh, not so loud. Otherwise, that might change pretty quickly.
Max, you have no idea how glad I am to see you.
Who would have thought I'd ever hear you say that? Ms. Kalenkov, you amaze me.
Of course. You don't have any witnesses.
Never mind. If seeing me return from the dead makes you this happy, maybe I should do it more often.
Just as crazy as ever, I see.
Would you really want that to change?
No, not really. But how come you're still alive?
I'll explain later. For now, let's concentrate on finding a way out of here.
Agreed. Do you have a plan?
No, not yet. You know me. But we'll think of something.
Okay, but be quick about it. Pat Shelton might come back at any minute. By the way, in case I haven't mentioned it yet, I'm glad you're still alive.
I just love hearing you say that.
Okay, we could swap between the two. Well, you don't have anything on you. Let's see what else there is here. Got another window.
There's a storeroom behind it.
I want to go back out. I want to see this mousetrap.
It's one of those nasty contraptions that will kill mice. Looking at the size of that piece of cheese, I'd rather not know what kind of monster-sized mice they're trying to catch here. I can't spring the trap from the outside, and I have no intention of sticking my delicate fingers in there while the mousetrap is set. Yes, this should work. That way I can spring the mousetrap and still keep all my fingers. I rather like that idea.
Okay, we got a bit of cheese.
Saved an innocent little mouse from a gruesome fate and got a big piece of cheese as a reward. Looks like this is a guard's patrol route.
Let's go back in. Some books.
Little Red Riding Hood, Hansel and Gretel, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 666, the devil's number and its significance in mathematics, the 7 deadly sins, and 150 delicious microwave dishes. I haven't got time to sit and read. A pile of soccer magazines, aptly titled 11 Friends.
I thought I said 11 friends.
Soccer tips aren't going to help me now. I might as well leave them here.
What have we got? Anything else there? No, we've got a camera.
An instant camera. Something of a museum piece in this age of digital photography. An old shelf.
What's that? Socks. Okay. Can you move out of the way so I can see the socks?
2 empty sacks.
I can hear pigeons as well. Can we not look at the map on the wall? No?
This model was built long before the invention of color television, but at least it's battery operated.
Wonder how many seconds you get out of that watching it. We've got a lectern.
Did Pat Shelton use this for his sermons on television? Not that I really care. This thing is so old, it's not even...
Is that a Game Boy? There's a Game Boy sitting there. Or a Game Girl.
Game console. It actually still works, but there's no game inserted. It still works. One of those wire contraptions you're given when you buy cheap clothes.
I got a table.
A rickety old table.
Oh, what's this? A nice spray. What's that
This
for?
is used to cool bruises and sprains.
Let's take that. Can we open this door?
I have no idea
No.
where that leads, or whether there are guards on the other side. I don't want to take any unnecessary risks.
Right, what about the sewing machine? Can we sew the socks or something?
If I want to close the sack, I can just put a knot in it. That way I will actually be able to open it again.
Okay, nothing really that I can... Oh.
Well, the vase is reasonably clean, so in it goes.
Why are we putting the cheese into the vase? No. Okay. Right, can we go that way? No. Right, let's go this way.
From that position, the guard can not only watch the prison, but also has a perfect view of the inner courtyard too. Not the best conditions for getting out of here alive.
We've got a thermometer. And we've got an ice spray. Right.
This leads to the cellar. The guard will spot me if I enter the inner courtyard. And I'd rather not imagine what that would lead to.
Footprints. So he comes past here. A door there, a door there. Wild garlic for some reason. Right, I'm going to spray this on there. Since it's temperature related.
The temperature display has dropped down to 8 degrees.
What good does that do?
The thermometer reads 8 degrees Celsius now, thanks to the ice spray. If I were looking for the perfect example of an evil mastermind's dim-witted henchman, I'd say I've found him. Time for an educational tidbit. Wild garlic is one of the first plants that bears feed on when they come out of hibernation, and is therefore also known as Allium ursinum, or bear's garlic. It is used for seasoning. End of lecture.
We can't get past, so what about if we've lowered the temperature. I wonder if the temperature's for the prison then. Maybe we can
The bars look pretty.
no, I don't want to. I want you to look in.
No time to talk. Decisive action is what's needed now.
Can we swap back to Nina? We've got a cow.
A simple robe made of coarse fabric. This button probably triggers the alarm. An electronic combination lock.
Well, that's for this, for the cell door.
That's the way to freedom. But there's still a guard between me and freedom, not to mention a few iron bars and the ties that bind me.
Can I use
Since
anything?
I happen to be tied up,
Yeah, I know.
Since I happen to be tied, I think I'm going to call the guard.
Alright, okay.
Hello?
What's up? Why are you yelling like that?
Would you mind telling me why you're keeping me prisoner here? What do you want with me?
That's none of your business.
Now look, I do think I have a right to know why I'm locked away in this cell.
I don't know, and I don't care.
What? You don't know either?
No, and I don't need to. All I know is you're not allowed to leave here. And it's my job to keep an eye on you. That's enough. Anything else?
Don't you even care why innocent people are being imprisoned here?
No. I care about how Tom Tomsk played. that's all.
Tom-toms? Are you learning to play the drums then?
Huh? Tom Tomsky's my local club. Perhaps not Russia's most successful soccer team, but undoubtedly the best.
People are being held here against their will, and all you care about is soccer?
Yes. Anything else?
Right, so he likes football. The guard likes football. And we've got a TV downstairs.
These restraints hurt a lot. Could you please untie me?
Are you yanking my chain?
No. Why?
If I untie you, you're going to run away.
How would I do that? I'm still locked up in this cell. And I wouldn't stand a chance against a strong guy like you.
That's true.
Well?
No.
No, I can't. The boss would kill me on the spot.
It's cold in here. Not just a bit chilly, but really freezing.
Cold? It sometimes gets cold in January in Siberia.
Very funny. But you'll soon stop laughing when your boss finds out I can't help him anymore, because I've frozen to death. I'll give you 3 guesses who's going to be blamed for that. I sure wouldn't like to be in your shoes.
All right, have it your way. I'll go and check. But you had better not be pulling my leg.
Yes, sure.
What do you know? You're right. Looks like the temperature has dropped quite a bit. It's down to a mere 8 degrees Celsius now. That's odd. I still feel cozy and warm.
It's probably the vodka. So, can I have something to warm me up now?
Share my vodka? Forget it. But I'm sure that nobody needs this cowl here. I can cover you with that. Don't do anything stupid, though. Right. And now, be quiet.
All right. Thanks. I'm hungry.
And I'm thirsty.
Yes, but unlike me, you can go and get yourself a drink. When I get hungry, I have to rely on you to bring me some food.
That's just too bad.
Starving prisoners constitutes torture, and that's against the Geneva Convention.
Geneva what?
The Geneva Convention. You know, human rights and all that.
Never heard of it, and not interested either.
You don't have to be. All you have to be interested in is the fact that I'm hungry.
You're getting on my nerves.
I know. Do I get to eat now?
No!
Okay.
That will do for now. Go ahead. Leave me to my misery.
As you say.
Who are we playing as?
No time to talk.
Right. Cowl. Can we take the cowl?
I think the members of the sect wear these hooded robes to hide their ugly faces. That's actually very considerate of them. I would love to oblige, but I don't have
Okay, he said that last time when we were using this thing. Can we grab that cowl?
Nina,
Yes?
you look a little warm. Wouldn't you like to take something off?
Is that all you can think about, even in this situation?
Not really, but for now, the cowl is most important. I'll see to the rest later.
Don't you dare.
I love it when you're helpless. I've got the cowl, and Nina is cold again. Life is all about giving and taking.
Right. Can we put the cowl on?
It's the perfect disguise, as long as I'm not forced to remove the hood.
Okay, is that going to let us go? Grab the wild garlic, maybe?
It's always a good idea to have some herbs handy. Not that I have the faintest clue what I might need them for. Time for an educational tidbit. Wild garlic is one of the first plants that bears feed on when they come out of hibernation.
Bear's garlic.
And is therefore also known as Allium ursinum, or bear's garlic. It is used for seasoning. End of lecture.
We've got a door there. Is that for the football? Ah. Can I turn the TV on now then?
Should I turn the television on or...
Oh, the coat hanger for the aerial.
Use this as an aerial? Why not? It worked for my grandparents. Should I turn the television off or take it with me?
Let's go talk to the guard.
Sure, I might be able to use the television to distract the guard. That won't make him move away from the door.
Hatch.
The hatch is secured with a...
Put the telly back.
I'll put the television down here for now.
Turn it on.
Should I turn the television on or take it with me? How do I talk to him? Maybe I should pretend I'm a member of Puritas Cordis. But how do those people talk? He doesn't look very bright to me. I'll try the redneck approach then.
Hi there. Who are you? Don't think I know you. You new?
Hi. Well, not really new, but I don't know you either. Are you one of them?
Them?
You know, those sect people.
Sect people? You mean Puritas Cordis, so you're not with them?
No, I was just hired as a guard. Weren't you? Then maybe you can tell me something about Puritas... Puritas whatever.
Can I? Not really.
No, I'm just a simple guard, too. I don't know what exactly they're up to.
Okay, that's a relief.
Why? You got a problem with them?
No, they always pay my wages right on time. Still, I find them a little creepy.
What's with that odd grave in the backyard?
You mean where the dog is buried?
Yes.
Apparently, lightning struck the doghouse when Shelton was having another of his tantrums. He was yelling something about punishment from above, just because one of the guards overslept by a few minutes.
And?
Well, the guards seemed to be quite unperturbed. That's when Shelton really flipped and threatened him with eternal damnation. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck the doghouse right next to the guard. The guy suffered severe burns, and the dog was grilled alive.
Oh.
The charred remains of the doghouse and the dog's grave have served as a kind of memorial ever since. And it works, too. I, for one, wouldn't dream of crossing Shelton.
What a weird story. Was that bolt of lightning just a coincidence, or...
That's my advert, so I'm just going to go for a quick bio break. I will be right back. Hey, back again. Hey, Multi. How are you today? And good luck in the draw. Alright.
Who are you guarding, anyway?
You're back.
I don't know, but the boss dragged her in himself.
The boss?
Pat Shelton, of course.
Right. And you really don't know who she is?
No. I somehow get the feeling that I've seen this kid somewhere before, but that's next to impossible.
Can I have a look at the prisoner?
No way. The boss said maximum security. No one is allowed in except the boss himself and his deputy.
Oh, come on. Just 5 minutes. Nobody has to know.
No, I don't want to lose my job again.
Son's computer won't come on.
You said you lost your job before, right?
Don't remind me.
Come on, tell me about it. How did it happen?
I had the perfect job. Not too much to do, and I was able to focus on the really important things in life while I worked.
Such as?
Soccer and cheese soup.
Soccer and cheese soup.
Cheese soup?
Ah, we've got
Sure.
cheese.
I can't think of
It's
anything
going
more
okay.
important
Yeah.
in life, can you?
I guess not.
You see? Other than that, all I had to do was keep an eye on a few patients now and then.
Ah, that's where he's
Why
from.
did you lose your job?
It was rotten luck. One of the patients sneaked off during my shift. When they found out I had been watching soccer and eating cheese soup during working hours, they fired me.
That was in the first game.
Totally unfair.
So he's from the first game.
Right. But since then, I've made up my mind never to watch soccer during working hours again.
But you can still have cheese soup, can't you?
Only in emergencies.
He's from the first game. I think we need to get him to go round and out of the way on his little patrol route. But we need to get him engrossed
I'll
in
do
the
my
football.
rounds and make sure that all is quiet.
All right. You know where to find me.
And he goes right round to where the mousetrap is, doesn't he? He comes to there. He's not going to see the telly, is he? We need to move this telly somewhere. I'm going to put the telly over here.
Should I turn the television off or take it with me?
Let's put the telly on the lectern and turn it on.
I'll put the television down here for now.
Okay, switch it on.
Should I turn the...
Right, he's... Hopefully, if we tell him to go on patrol, he might get engrossed with the football.
Hey, pal. You okay?
Sure.
Shouldn't you go check if all is quiet behind the jail as well?
Who do you think you are? My boss?
No. But if anything happens because you weren't paying attention, I sure wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
You've got a point there. I'd better do my rounds.
Okay. We've got Hutch. Can we get her out of the prison?
Hopefully, the soccer match will keep the guard busy for a while. I'd better make the most of it.
Right, we need a number pad. We need to use...
There's a number pad here. I guess if you enter the right code, it will open the cell door.
But what is the code?
One of those handheld game consoles with background lighting. I've switched it on. There's no game module inserted, so all it shows is a flickering white screen.
Camera.
No time to talk. Decisive.
And there's nothing else here. I don't want to press the button. Could I press the button? Let me just save and press the button.
If I press the alarm button now, all the guards will be here in seconds.
Obviously not.
Good idea.
That's the cheese, isn't it? And garlic. Can I put that in there?
Well,